Welcome to my life at WVU or something. Like, I don't know my own vlog's name at this point. I haven't blogged in a while. I haven't vlogged in a while. I was gonna do it like twice a month and I didn't even keep up with it after I said I would. So that's cool. But the problem is like less and less becomes interesting or new and exciting. Everything's familiar now. So like, what am I gonna talk about? Oh, I go to class and I do my work and go to work and then I go to sleep. Like, I haven't really done anything really interesting. I haven't really been, that's probably the biggest difference is I haven't been involved in like clubs and stuff in a while, so I'm not doing those amazing things that I started doing, but I'm trying to be really successful academically right now, and I'm not the type of person who can do both. So I'm doing what I need to do well and graduate on time, and I'm proud of myself because this semester should have been a lot harder than it was, but I really kept on top of things. And it's finals week, and I'm not panicking about anything except for geology. But geology, the only reason I'm panicking is because. One second. Is because I did really poorly on the last exam, even though I studied really hard. And, like, if I don't do well on this exam, I could fail the class. And I can't do that because then I won't graduate on time. So I need to get this class doing good. One sec, sorry. I don't know what this is. It's all in Portuguese. Come on. The only problem with having Brazilian friends is I can't understand everything they post. Anyway, so she drops the lowest grade in the class. So as long as I do well on this final, I'll do well in the class. But if I do poorly again, I'll be screwed. So I just really need to study for this. And I actually thought there was a review session today, so I went down to the place and everything, and no one was there. So I was like, oh, this is weird. Um, it even says review day on the slides, but whatever. I already made a video actually for this, but then I was like, wow, this is really negative. Like, so I just wanted to start out on a positive note. Like, you know, I'm doing well. I'm not doing all these amazing things, but life doesn't always have to be extraordinary. And sometimes it's nice to just feel normal, which is, I guess, what I felt like this semester mostly. I've had really bad anxiety again a lot. It gets worse every year, it feels like. Um, but most of the time I'm doing well in overcoming it. So that's good. Um, I did miss out on a group photo. I wish I didn't miss out on this week because of it, but I just felt really nervous. So, the negative stuff I was talking about in the last video was just like, Up All Night isn't as cool as it used to be. Fall Fest wasn't that great this year. Um, the school spends money on things that I think are kind of just unnecessary, like the whole Mountaineers Go First campaign with all the things around campus and stuff, and taking away money from stuff that I actually do use and putting it into stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know where the funds come from, really. I can't say that, oh, I paid for that, whatever. But I mean, I'm paying for the school, and I see that some things that I really enjoyed are going down, and I don't like that. Every single year, like, Up All Night has gotten worse, and they don't have as much things to do. And the movies I probably miss the most. So, hold on. Someone tagged me in something, actually. This girl from a group project that I did recently. She's kind of cool. Oh, she just said thanks, girl. Yep, no problem. Good luck on the final. So, um, so the collage project, actually, let me talk about that. So yeah, I'm complaining about stuff that changed. We have a new portal. We have a new portal thing. It's not Mix anymore. It's Portal. It mixes inside a portal, and Portal's just weird. But I think it's actually going to be good. I think I just don't like it because I've been here so long and it changed. But besides all that, I mean, that's not even that big of a deal. That stuff. I mean, it would be nice to have Up All Night back because I don't really go to parties, but it's fine. Whatever. Um, the collage project I just did. Um, I didn't really like Mr. Brewster's social problems class at first because I felt like he was really preachy and that was the only point of his class. But he did really end up challenging people to think, and it wasn't him preaching, it was him throwing his ideas out there. And if you don't like it, say something and see if you can change his mind or if he can change your mind. That's what discussion's about. So I came in there with a bad attitude, but I came out with a better one. So I think that's really good. I grew a lot in that class without realizing it. We talked about issues of race and gender and sexuality and stuff, and I came to understand the issues more fully than I did before. Because he brought up a lot of points I never thought of. So it was good. Um, this is a horrible thing to say, probably, but rarely do you go to a class where you actually learn something that changes you. And that's only happened to me in a few other classes. So good, good. I'm happy with this class. And we had to do a collage project, which through the whole thing, I was so annoyed because I was like, why do we have to do a collage? Like, what am I, 5 years old? Like, why are we doing collage? What are we going to learn from this? But then the collage project wasn't really about our product. Well, it was. I mean, that's what we were getting graded on, but a lot of different people came together and had to learn how to deal with each other. And I made really good friends with two girls in that group. The one guy was never there, but and seeing like our ideas and stuff come together or whatnot, just lame stuff like that. uh, but like I was saying, like I mean, I really do get negative a lot, and I know that, and I'm trying to work on that. It's definitely an everyday kind of make a decision. Am I going to be negative about everything? Am I going to be positive about everything? And sometimes the negative side wins. But with this project, I was really negative about it. I was like, this is a waste of my time. I was tired of meeting all the time. We met like fucking 30 times, But in the end, I was really happy that we did it. When we went to the presentation and I did the 3-minute speech or whatever, I talked really fast and I got really nervous. I left out a few things, but overall, I was really impressed with what we were able to pull together. And I just felt so relieved when it was over. So I just found out we got an A on the project, so that's really good. I think we all got an A because some of us have lower scores than others. Um, I'm guessing. I mean, we could have gotten all the same thing. I don't know because I didn't see their scores. But yeah. So the collage project was like a big thing this semester. Um, I really, really worked to get an A in my archaeology, but I think I'm gonna get a B because the last exam I really needed an A and I got an 89. I was like, really? That's 1 point. Like, you couldn't give me that 1 point to make it an A? Like, I thought it was worthy of an A because I studied really, 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 really hard. So I'm just gonna try to get an A on this last one and just whatever happens, happens. I know the subject matter really well, and that's what really matters is your learning, not your test scores. And I'm trying to care less about what the score says and more about what I actually have learned. That's what should be important. Um, and I'm not gonna go to grad school. I mean, I might eventually. I want to, but I don't think that I know what I want to do all the way, and I don't want to spend money on something I'm not sure of. And I've got time, and I could save money before I go and get a license because that's really important. I'm moving home so I can get my license and see my friends and stuff. And I'm really gonna work on getting fit and work on my music and work on things that I thought I would have time for in college, but really there was no way to do everything that I want to do and get good grades and do all the clubs I used to be in. So, um, I guess I've just been learning what's important lately. I feel like a senior, and not in a senioritis kind of way. I just feel like I'm trying to savor every moment because it's just going to be over so fast. And I know everything. Like, I don't know everything, obviously. But what I mean is, I know everything about the school, and instead of like wondering about things, I'm like, oh, this, remember that. I don't know. I'm probably not explaining this very well because I haven't really thought it through enough myself, but it's going to be really sad when I'm not here anymore because I really do love this place. It's so beautiful. Like earlier, I was going to that review session that didn't exist for some reason. Um, But on the way there, so I went down Falling Run Road and I crossed University to go past Lifeside. And the walk across there when the sun's setting is just really beautiful. And I was listening to what's that band? I don't know. They do the soundtrack for A Lone Survivor. I can't remember their name right now. Explosions in the Sky. I think it's Explosions in the Sky. So I was listening to that and just looking at the birds fly across the setting sun and looking at the trees, and the benches are so beautifully placed over there with the trees and the lampposts, and I don't know, I just think too much, but it's really beautiful on this campus. And it keeps coming up, uh, whether I'm watching a TV show and it comes up or someone's talking to me, but about better schools. And honestly, to me, there is no better school, because if I was at like Harvard or something like that, I don't know. We were watching a movie the other day and the girl went to Harvard, but if I was there, like I probably would have killed myself by now. Because if I think that this was tough, like what about a school like that? Like, and why am I gonna pay that much money just to kill myself? Like, okay. So that's that part of it. But the party school culture is fizzling out, which is kind of a sad thing, because even though I wasn't really a part of it, and I did try to work to ease it a bit because it was kind of excessive, um, just seeing the way people were and talking about it, and it was just like our thing. And this school has a lot of spirit. The students really are like, go WVU, and we love the Mountaineers. And even though there's a lot of things I missed out on, due to anxiety or due to my friends aren't around at the time or can't do it, and I don't want to go alone, because I tried to go to a football game this semester alone, and it was horrible. Um, I mean, I was really upset, but just seeing the other people like post things about it, or hearing about the games, or feeling the energy, just because I was there for a little while at the game, and you can feel the energy when you walk into the stadium and there's so many people and everyone's in their gold and blue, and it's so loud, and the air just smells of sweat and alcohol, but in a good way. Um, I like that. I like the unity of being a mountaineer, and it really is a family. And so, no matter what kind of negative things happen, I don't think that's ever going to change. So, I'm happy my little brother Joe wants to come here for engineering. That's really cool, and I hope he sticks with it, because I wouldn't trade this school in for any other school, no matter what. This is where I stepped onto campus when I came to visit when I was a senior in high school. Or no, it was summer before my senior year. And when I stepped off, or stepped out of the car, I I took a breath and I looked around and I was like, this is exactly where I'm supposed to go. This is where I need to be. And so far, it hasn't failed me in that. And I've learned so many lessons here. So, one second. Facebook again. That was Ajay. She's one of the girls from the collage project who's really cool, actually. She has cool hair. But, so, I don't remember what I was saying, except that I love this place, and it's everything I wanted college to be. The only thing that didn't happen for me is my own fault. Because there's plenty of people on campus. If I can't make a good group of friends, that's my fault. And I've had good friends at times, but that's the thing with college that I didn't realize, that I realized too late, maybe, is that everything is changing every semester, every week, every semester, though. When people are graduating and people are transferring to other schools, people are dropping out, and I'm still here and they're not, and you still feel that distance, especially with people that you thought you were going to talk to the rest of your life, and you're probably not going to. There was one girl my freshman year who I thought we were going to be best friends, but she had to drop out. She's going to nursing school now, somewhere else, but she had a really cute baby, and she's doing really well, it looks like to me. But it would have been nice to, like, we got along really well. So I wanted to be roommates with her and stuff. I never had a roommate like that, so. And then I had a whole group of guy friends, but one of them couldn't afford to come here anymore. One of them went to teach down south, more south, and one of them went to like a Mormon like mission or something like that. I'm not sure. And the other one became an RA, so he's just busy all the time, but he's still here, and I see him occasionally. That's really nice. When I see him, I feel really happy again. Um, but yeah, like this year, I made a bunch of friends, a lot of friends, because I came back from California with a whole new attitude, and I was just confident that if I was myself, people would really like me and they wouldn't shun me or think I'm strange, or if they did think I'm strange, they might laugh and, be like, she's strange, but I like it, whatever. But I felt more confident and I was able to make a lot more friends and meet a lot of people here, especially through work. That's another thing. Borman is another good place on campus. And if you work at a dining hall, well, I'm not sure about the other dining halls because I never worked there, but working at Borman is like a family in itself too. So that's another thing I'm really thankful for was finding Borman. That was my first job during college, and now it's my last one. Um, and but the thing is, like I said, everything changes, and all the Brazilian people that I met, they're all going back to Brazil, and that's really sad. They're really fun. Um, I think I posted about this, but they're just the happiest people, and they they're really accepting, and they are really good dancers, which is probably a stereotype, but it's true. Like we had the party last week, and Joao is one of my really good friends, and he was just such a good dancer, and he made me want to join in, so I was dancing, and I don't really like to dance a lot in public. I get really nervous unless I'm like really drunk, and I wasn't that drunk. I was just a little tipsy, but but we were dancing, and it was just so fun. And that night, actually, so what happened this semester was I didn't get to stay for a whole football game, and I haven't been to one this year that they won. Actually, the one that I went to, they lost. But I wasn't there when they lost. I had left already. So I thought about it and I was like, wow, because they won the last home game, and I was like, I'm really gonna regret not going because I always wanted to stand with everyone and sing Country Roads at the end of a game, and I never got to do that before, and I was like, I'm never gonna have my Country Roads moment. But at the party last week, they played Country Roads. They played it twice in a row, and all these people from all these different countries and students that met them who were from America, and me and my friends from the collage came with me actually, and we were there, and I was singing and everyone was singing Country Roads, and it was just so beautiful to me. And I had that Country Roads moment, and I know it could sound stupid, maybe you think it sounds good. I'm really sentimental, so I can understand how it sounds cheesy, but it's not cheesy to me. So uh we were in a circle holding each other and singing, and that was the most beautiful moment. And I was loved that all the people were from different, like, well, not all the people, but there's so many people from different countries that are going to take that moment away with them too, and wherever they're going to go, they're going to be a part of that moment, and that's really beautiful. And I'm fucking lame, but it's okay. um Maybe I just say the things that people think and they think are lame to say, but it really meant a lot to me that night. And yeah, I'll just next semester, I mean, what am I supposed to make more friends? Like I'll have some friends, I guess, but it's too late to make the friends that you should have made, that I should have made, that I hope my brother makes when he goes to college. And the moments that we miss, we're always going to regret, even though at the time we're going to tell ourselves, oh, I'm not going to regret this, I'm going to just miss out on this, it's fine. But once you get to this point, you're going to realize you should have just done as many things as you possibly could. And if people invite you to do something, you say yes. I always have a hard time with that. Even if I have nothing else going on, most of the time my answer is no, I'm busy or I'm tired, or because I get really nervous and I wish I wasn't nervous all the time. But this is a pretty long vlog, but I guess I just need to get a lot of stuff out and maybe give you an insight into my college life at WVU. So, I don't know, what else is there to talk about? So, I'm not sure. My dad came for Thanksgiving. I don't know if I said that already, but when I took him to Up All Night, like, there was nothing going on. I don't know if I said this, but there was nothing going on, and all the stories I told him about how awesome Up All Night was didn't really come true, and it kind of sucked. But we took a really cute picture of us in front of the Mountaineer statue, and I'd never taken a picture in front of the statue before, but it just felt like the right time, so we did that. I can't wait to I'm making fried eggplant for dinner, and I'm really excited about it. Oh, I have been a vegetarian this whole semester, starting in the summertime, and I haven't broken it, so that's cool. I'm excited about it because I've always wanted to do it anyway, and I've done it before, but I never stuck with it. But this time, there's something up. Like, I get near meat, like the smell of it, or on Thanksgiving actually, I did lick my finger real quick because I was like dripping and stuff, and then I was like, I don't even know why I licked my finger, but I did. Or maybe I licked a spoon. I don't know what I did. I licked something, and I didn't realize it had turkey, like, juice from the bottom of the pan on it. My hand or the spoon, whatever. And I just started, I was like, oh my god, no, like it made me feel really sick. So it's not even like a choice anymore. It's kind of, I can't really eat meat, so don't try to make me because I'm not going to. Like, I feel bad because my grandmother makes really good meatballs, and I don't want to say no to her cooking, but like, what am I gonna do? Like, eat them and throw them up? It's a waste. um, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter. Ron, Ron, Ron Weasley. Um, I know a lot of stuff that I was talking about in the other video that I'm not gonna publish. It's just like really personal, and like I don't care about personal stuff. Like, I say personal stuff all the time, but it involves other people, so I just like gonna leave that off. But I don't know. I did. You know what I got into this semester? I got into woodworking a lot. Well, not woodwork. Wood. What is it called? Wood burning. There we go. I really love it. I think it's a great way to visualize things. Like, I can't draw. For some reason, I can paint. For some reason, I'm even better at the wood burning. I don't know what it is. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, everyone should try that at least once. It's really fun. And the stuff at Walmart, like the wood burning tools, I'm sure it's not like the best kit you can get, but it's really cheap. It was like $15 or something. Um, well, I don't know. I mean, that's basically everything. Like, nothing really much happened this semester because I've just been doing what I need to do, and that's like boring. So, trying to think if there's anything really cool I did because, like, I remember freshman year, I had so many stories. Like, I met politicians and went on these campaigns and went to CPAC and like had such a good time. But I don't really affiliate with any party anymore because well, they're all crazy, really. Um, I I wanted to do Campus Scouts again, but I know that's not gonna happen. I just don't have enough time. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm not doing the Honor Society thing anymore. I was gonna do the Sociological Anthropology Criminology Association or whatever. But like they're having a pillow fight this week or something, and well, I think that was today, and maybe not. I don't know, but they like don't do that many like that much stuff that like is worth it. So I'm not doing that. I'm trying to think if there's anything interesting to tell you before I sign off, because that can't be everything. Well, you know what? I'm gonna hold on. I'm just gonna get my. Ouch! That is my neck. Where is my agenda book thing? Maybe if I look back, I can tell you some key interesting items from the days of this semester, which is almost over, which is crazy. Let's go back. Wow, all these days passed already? It doesn't feel like it. I wanted to have a Halloween party and I didn't either. There's a lot of things I should have done. I just didn't do them. I don't know why. This is the first week. This doesn't matter. Well. Oh, that was cool. I went to, this, like, minute to win it or something. I don't know. But, it was like this competition game show, and, me and Faria were there doing it. Faria and I were there doing it. And, we won money that night, so that was pretty cool. We didn't win first place like we could have, but, like, we should have. But it was really fun. Anyway. Well, that was a bad week. Oh yeah, when I was working at the Mountain Lair kitchen, that was horrible. That was too early in the morning for me. I am definitely not a morning person. Oh, Mountaineer Week, that was so fun. Hanging out with the little kids and like doing the crafts with them, and we made. Oh, actually, I'll get one of the dolls to show you because I made a bunch of corn husk dolls with children. Ow! I don't know if I can reach. I think headphones on. There we go. So. I made like hundreds of these things with kids. Helped them out with them. It was a really fun time. It was really successful. I met Gwen through that. She's really awesome. She's the new, like, awesome person in the, I don't know, she's like the Mountain Lair secretary or something like that. It's horrible that I don't still know, but it is what it is. What else happened? A lot of TV shows happened. Oh, that happened. That's none of your business, though. That is no one's business. Study geology, study first air. This is stuff I wrote down. There's Money Madness. I went to it, but I didn't win any money. The apple cider smoothie, that was good. I don't know why I wrote that. Oh, and then we thought Glenn died, but spoiler alert, he's alive. Hopefully he gets his skull bashed in by Negan soon when we come back from the break. Mountaineer Week, reading history. I just read and did stuff, and I don't know. We went to see Vacation in the movie theater. That was really funny, and I didn't realize that the guy who plays Sweets, John Francis Daly, he's the one who directed it, or was he a producer? I don't remember what he did. But then he was like in the last scene of it, one of the last scenes of it at the amusement park, and it was really funny. We went to the arcade at the mall. That was pretty fun. We currently have 184 tickets. And, wow, you can't even see that anymore. They're gonna think I'm lying when I say 180. It says 184, I swear. But it just looks like 84 now. But, it was 184. But we should go back and do that again. That was fun. Oh, I was gonna go anorexic. I didn't tell anyone this before. I was gonna go anorexic. And I wasn't gonna just, like, I was making an excuse to do it. Like, I was like, I'm gonna write a book, and, like, from the view of someone who has an eating disorder. That's not me, but I'm gonna, like, have an eating disorder. I don't know. I was trying to go all anorexic, but I couldn't even take one day of it. Like, my head was hurting so bad by the end of the day, and I had so much homework to do. I was like, I'm fucking eating. Like, whatever. It was too hard. But I started writing a book while I was doing it, and it was really good. But, like, it's just so not good for you to be anorexic. I saw pictures of people and how much muscle mass they lose, and I just can't even commit to that. Even when I go home, I probably can't do it. I think it would be a really good, like, experiment, but what if I actually, like, adopt disordered eating and then can't get out of it? That would stink. So, I can't do that to myself and to my family, because that's really, it doesn't affect just yourself when you do stuff like that, it affects everyone around you. I wrote blog tonight on this, and I don't think I blogged that night. I need to write a cover letter, but it's just horrible. I've never had to write one before, and I don't like it. Well, this is getting back up to speed with where we are, huh? This was last week. Woo! Yeah, I mean, that's all that happened. Like, nothing happened, I just did stuff. And for a little while, I had friends come over a lot, but it didn't last that long. I played Oblivion again and beat it. That was fun. That was a highlight of my life. And I win in Jeopardy all the time. And we played so much Yahtzee this semester that we went through a whole book of Yahtzee papers and also lined paper. Like, we just played, like, and we're still not sick of it. Like, if we had more pages, we'd probably still play it just as much as we did. But it's kind of annoying when you have to write the sheet out yourself. But, I mean, it's not that hard. It's just, like, whatever. But, some famous guy followed me on Twitter. Actually, that's something to talk about. Because I don't know who he is, which makes me feel kind of horrible about it. But, his name is... loading. I don't like the internet version of Twitter. I think it's much better on mobile. His name's Andrew Mayne. I guess he's a best-selling author and star of Don't Trust Andrew Mayne on A&E. And I never heard of him, but he looks pretty famous and pretty legit, and he follows me. And I don't know what made him follow me, but hopefully it's my music. Hopefully he hears my music and I like steal it or something and play it on a show, and I'll be like, I'm gonna sue you for playing my song. Or you could just like help me out and give me a record deal or something. I don't know. I'm just going crazy because one like famous guy, one famous guy followed me, but that'd be so cool. Tasty. So I am still just as weird as I used to be. That hasn't changed. That's the tongue of Satan. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea what that was. Oh, I'm not technically a vegetarian, by the way. That's something I do want to say. Because I say vegetarian because people are like, what's a pescatarian? And I'm like, look at the word pescatarian. What do you think it means? So anyway, sorry if that offended you and you didn't know what pescatarian meant. But pescatarian, fishitarian, basically, kind of. So, like, you eat seafood and vegetables and fruits and grains. You don't eat land animals. And really, that they're the only ones, like, I can eat seafood. It doesn't make me gag. When I go near beef or pork or turkey, blah, it really freaks me out. So, the only thing I miss is lunch meat, really. Like pepperoni, or like salami, or like pork roll. Oh, pork roll. I think one day in the future I will eat pork roll again. Just won't be anytime soon. Because that is so good. That's the best thing. And I had this buffalo chicken wing pizza in Jersey one time and it was so good, but I don't think I could eat it now. Like, I don't even think I could make myself eat it. Or like cheat on my pescatarianism. Also, wait, for any vegetarians out there, I got these at Kroger. So these are Simple Truth meatless patties. They're like for burgers. They're actually very delicious. But I got the Simple Truth breakfast meatless patties. They were absolutely disgusting. Like, I couldn't even make myself eat. I cut them up. I actually tried to reuse them somehow. Like I cooked the whole bag up, and because I had one, and I was like, this is gross. I had to throw it out. So I cut them all up. I cooked them and I cut them all up in little pieces. I put it in a crock pot with like fresh tomatoes and garlic and some chili powder and like stuff, and I don't know. I mixed it all up, let it cook for a while, and I ate it, and it still tasted horrible. It's like all the horribleness that the sausage had seeped out and made everything else in there horrible. And then I was upset because I wasted 3 tomatoes, and I love tomatoes. I live on tomatoes. So that was horrible. But yeah, the burger ones are pretty good. I had one for lunch today. It has kamut, I don't know, quinoa, millet, and amaranth. But it's made with soy and ancient grains. Cholesterol free. And it has 75% less fat than regular fully cooked beef burgers. And you're vegan, not just vegetarian. And there's still 9 carbs, but 3 of them are dietary fiber, so really 6 carbs. 1 sugar. It's not really that bad. Well, I got 2 left. Oh, that's the only other problem with those, is they're like $5 for 4 of them, which is kind of expensive, but that's what happens. But like, I've had like, what's the other? Oh, Morningstar breakfast sausage is so good. Like, it's my favorite. It's banging. Especially the patties. I like the patties better than links. Usually, even when I liked meat, I liked the patties better than links. I'm talking about food right now because I haven't eaten dinner and it's almost 10 o'clock and I'm really hungry. So I'm probably going to go and I'm probably going to stop boring you. But I don't know. Like, you should. I want people, like, when I first started this blog, I wanted people to comment and ask questions so I could answer them about the school and, like, ask, like, what's this like? And, or ask me a random question about, well, I guess, what else do you eat as a pescatarian? Or, I don't know, what kind of shampoo do you like? Because I'm trying to find a cheap shampoo and none of these feel good. I don't know. I'm just making something up. But, like I wanted this to be more interactive and no one says anything on here. I'm sure that no one's gonna sit through a 40-minute video, so if you get to this point, like I salute you. But I'm just gonna go now. I just like to talk. Like I just like to hear my own voice. I'm just gonna keep going. Look, I'm just still talking. Oh no, actually I just remembered something. You should, if you have never seen Iron Jawed Angels or the normal or a normal heart has Mark Ruffalo in it. That's all I know. He's so hot. I love him. But anyway, A Normal Heart and Iron Jawed Angels. We had to watch them. Well, I already seen Gran Torino, but those 2 movies we had to watch for Brewster's class. Well, one was extra credit, but anyway, 2 of the best movies I've seen. Man, I was crying at both of them. And Iron Jawed Angels, for me, since I'm a woman, like I didn't know this about women's rights in the fight uh, for being franchised. Suffrage, women's suffrage. Didn't know this was the real history behind it. Like, in school, you briefly talk about it. You don't talk about. Like, I didn't know who Alice Paul was, which is horrible. I think that people should know this about our history, especially, like, civil rights and movements like that. We should know the true heroes behind that and not just, oh, there was a bunch of women and this is what they did so that this would happen. Like, she's a hero. She's amazing. It takes some dedication and courage for what she did. So I think everyone should watch that. And the other movie, A Normal Heart, is about the history behind HIV and when it first broke out and how the government responded to it and just how it impacted the U.S., mostly New York City. And another thing I knew actually more about this than I did about women's rights, strangely enough, but still didn't know that. And besides, even if you already know the history and you don't care about the history, it's a beautiful love story. It really is. And all the actors in it were so good. And Julia Roberts was in it. She was a doctor. She was pretty good. But I mean, the love story between Mark Ruffalo and him finally finding love, and then, well, you'll see. But be ready to have your tissues out and cry your little eyes out because it was sad. It was sad. Alright. Well, this is almost exactly 40 minutes long, so I'm gonna get going. Sorry for wasting your time. It's your fault for watching my stuff. Good night.